Alright, so I'm going to do a quick tutorial on setting up the air duct or vents. It's been asked several times. The easiest way for us to start for this setup is going to be to go and grab the example that is already set up for us in the house demo. Before I do that though, I want to clean up my project a little bit, so I'm just going to create a folder called Prefabs. And I'm going to drag this background music in there. Oh, I already had a folder set up for it. Alright, what's in there? Nothing. What's in this one? Alright, so I can delete this one. Alright, so our background music's in there. This is an animation. I may as well, as long as I'm doing this, I'm just going to say, oops, anim. You have to excuse me, I have to reach around my microphone in order to do this. Alright, so we'll put grow and move in there. Alright, so I'm going to go to the house scene, which is main scene, the house demo. Yeah, I'm just going to save it because... Alright, now when working in, especially in his house demo scene, we're going to want to turn the lights off and the effects off. And then I personally don't like the grids on either. So we're just going to search in here, air duct. We'll just take the cap, press F to focus in on it, and then with it highlighted, close this down. So now we see it right here. So we've got his air duct system that he has set up right there. Along with that though, there's also colliders, and those colliders are here. And if we expand that, we can see it's the air duct collider, and it's just the top and the bottom collider. Go from this view, you can see better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this collider's game object and make it a child of the air duct so that it's all included. And then I'm going to take air duct and I'm going to drag that into the prefab folder that I created. Where's it at? Right here. Alright, so now we've got the air ducts and the collider together as a prefab. So now we can go back to our scene, which is game level. We don't want to save any changes made in this scene because we want this to be in its original state for reference for us as we're working on things. So don't save. Now I'm just going to focus again on the hero body, press F so that it's in the scene. I'm going to drag the air ducts prefab into the scene. I'll just put it right here. Now when we put it in, we notice that it's clear off this way, I believe. Oh, it's clear over there. And so we could drag this around to try to get it into the view in the right spot, but it's going to be easier just to go inside of the air ducts prefab. I'm going to unpack it. And then I'm going to game object, create empty. I'll just leave it as a game object empty name for now. I did that wrong anyway. Alright, so I'm going to right click on air ducts and click create empty, and that will make it a child of the air ducts. I'm just going to move it up to the top. Now on the initial air duct cap, which is right here, I'm just going to copy the transform. And I'm going to post that onto game object. Now I'm going to take everything that's inside of the air duct prefab and move that into the game object. And then on the game object, I'm going to set it to 0. That way, we can then see, if we focus on the air duct now, we can see it's in the scene and it's in a spot that we can work with. And then I'm going to resave this over top. of the prefab, so that way if we want to drag it into the scene again, it's going to go where we want it. We only need one right now though. Okay, so I'm going to set this up in a way that it won't work first, so I can explain why. Alright. So now if we do a play test, oh, I'm going to turn the zombie and his way group off. We don't need him to interfere with us. Do a play test. And take it off. And I can't get in. If I prone or if I crouch, I can't get in. And the reason is because it's not at the right level for our player. So we need to have a way for them to get in. So I'm just going to drag the air duct prefab. I'm going to align it with these sets of cubes so that it's just perfectly set up. I'm going to turn the light on so I can see a little better with this. That looks good-ish. That should be okay. This side needs to get moved, but our water bottle's on there. We'll just move it over here. Alright, so we're going to be able to enter on this side and exit on this side. Alright, so we should be able to. Let's give it a play test. Get rid of that. And now, if we crouch, we can't enter. We have to go prone. And then we can enter. So it's all about setting it up for the right height. Alternately, you could make a system that automatically prones the character and puts him in position to enter. I might try to do something like that if people really want it. Alright, so besides that, then working with building your own air duct that isn't this U-shape, it's really not that hard. If we take the cap right here, and I'm just going to move it out here, I'm going to grab this front of the air duct and I'm going to duplicate it, and then holding control on my keyboard, I can snap it out so that it gets lined up perfectly. And these are set up really good for the Unity's default snapping, where it puts them in the right position. So you can see then we can grow it out, and then let's take the U here and duplicate that. We're going to snap that over here, and then I'm going to rotate it. Holding control again, I can snap the rotation. And then I don't think this is going to snap in place with the spot that I have it. Maybe it will. Well, I want to rotate it more. I want it to go the other way. There we go. And there we go. That looks good. And where did we put our cap at that we moved? Right here. So move that over there. It's going to have to be about halfway on. And we're going to rotate this. And then we just got to position that. And it doesn't want to snap in the right spot, so we'll have to manually move it a little bit here. That needs to be a little closer. Turn the lights off so I can see that better. I'm going to turn gizmos off so I can actually see this line. And I think I could go just a smidge over more. Well, it's not perfect, but... Alright, so now we'll do a test. Set up there. Turn this guy off, drop it, go prone. Alright, there you go. Yeah, that's pretty much it.